Greeting, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this particular show today. My name is Patrick Sento, and now it's already said that art in its entirety is the highest form of human expression. Now, we've been privileged on this particular show to host a couple of artists across multiple domains that make up this arts and creative ecosystem. But today, this is a very special edition of this show where we get to discuss matters around the body that runs much of the work that happens within this sector. And today, I'm privileged to be hosting Mr. Mark Maso. Now, Mr. Mark Maso is the head of research and education at the Uganda National Cultural Centre, but currently is also acting head of production. Now, in his capacity, he is the rightful person to make sense of the new developments and some of the things that are actually happening at the National Cultural Centre that most of you out there also know as the National Theatre. So, Mr. Mark Matsiko, I welcome you and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Thank you for hosting me.
Yes, say hello to our viewers. And firstly, you briefly tell them what UNCC is all about.
Okay. Good afternoon, the viewers. My name is Matsiko Mark. I head research and development. Also now I have a new docket. I act a docket of production. So basically what happens at the theatre in terms of production, in terms of spaces.
Yes.
I also am chanced, I chair the bookings committee.
The bookings committee.
So I have so many dockets. So I'm happy I'm going to have this conversation, especially very passionate about the arts. And I think we can have a very fruitful discussion and conversation.
All right. Yeah. So for very many of you people watching, they know this institution as the National Theatre. And for the times I've been in the same spaces, engaged with you, part of the calls have been to popularize the original name of the institution, which is the Uganda National Cultural Centre. What comprises of
that's to contextualize it. Uganda National Cultural Centre is a body that is mandated to promote, preserve art and culture in Uganda and beyond.
Yes.
And basically, our mandate, we are an act of parliament, established by an act of parliament. We are under Ministry of Gender. So it's an agency in charge of art and culture. So the other thing is that the performing branch is called National Theatre. So National Theatre and Normal Gallery, they are under UNCC.
UNCC.
Yeah, so UNCC is a body that's there on a branch.
That houses the two physical body, all infrastructure, because the theatre is a physical structure.
Yes, yes. So basically people tend to mix the two.
To mix the two.
But National Theatre is comes out, but it's one of the arms, or one of the pillars of UNCC. But also we have the visual part at Nakasero, which is called Normal Gallery. So we're supposed to we're supposed to have countrywide regional centers.
Yeah, it was my next question, because part of the conversations we've been hosting artists here, and I believe at your level, at management level, you've heard of this being known as a Kampala-based institution. And if you could just address that even before we go further, what are the arrangements in that regard?
We've had several encounters in Parliament, members of Parliament telling us you are Kampala-based. But the other question that we need to answer is that we're a government entity.
Yes.
So we're supposed, actually, we have put money in the requested money to establish regional center countrywide. But you know how processes of government sometimes can work. That money has already been, that concept has been approved at cabinet level, and now probably we are waiting to allocate money to establish regional centers. It has been ongoing. I've been lobbying for the funding to establish and build countrywide regional centers.
So the picture is that they replicate what we see.
Exactly. They are mini national
culture centers
in the region.
In the region.
So we want to a person in Nakapiripiriti who would come here in town to just record to to do a movie or something,
Yes.
can go down to our regional center and do the work, or to do a performance. So once just get money to come to Kampala, we want to make sure we have talent.
They are readily available.
Yes, they are available in the regions. So we want to push it to the regions, Swati, and that is one work probably of outreach programs to the regions, and probably we tap the talents that are in the region. So it's one of the key
interesting news that you say it has reached certain structures in terms of conversation.
You know, the other thing we have also even established, regions give us land.
Yes.
Most of the regions are willing
to offer land.
You come and build.
So which I believe would be a very critical, or the hard part that we need to identify a place.
Yes.
So if regions are playing
when
their
you go
part,
there, say, please, communities are giving us
communities
land.
are giving.
Build. So what we are waiting now is money to start establishing.
And I hope since just next month the new term of governance is starting.
Yeah,
we hope so that in these 5 years, that will be actualized.
And you media people, please
amplify it. It is the reason you're here, so that you make much more sense of that.
It is a very, very good thing for us and for entire creatives to find that at least they have, in the regions, they have home.
All right.
A home where they can.
Interesting. That comes also at a time where there is conversational talk out here. In the media, we've tapped it, and maybe you're also in the right position to, you might not give us all the details, but a sneak peek into information that's coming in, that also the particular space in Kampala here is also due for redevelopment. If you could just highlight.
We have been on it. We have been on it. You all know that we have space, we have land here that is underutilized, especially our car park and part of our crafty village, and also so we have been all along trying to push government to develop the land.
Yes,
we've been lobbying for money, the same thing in the budget, but now we even came up with an idea of it's called build, operate, and transfer. Try to bring investors to come, but still it was not coming through. But right now, we are very chanced that we have World Bank on board. They are proposing to give us a grant, and that grant is on a high, they have already approved it. So there are basic things that are, as you know, nitty-gritties, procedures that need to be followed. But the good thing is that the ministry, on the ministry level, they are still handling. For us, we are on the implementation level.
Yes.
Some approvals in the ministry, but it is a project that actually any time it is taking off.
Okay.
The land has been all processes have been verified, visibility studies have been done, everything has been done. Now on that level of contractual level, where we want to attract the contractor to start the work.
Interesting. Now, on our end, that development, it is not fully out here with all the key details. However, it brought a mix of reactions and feelings from artists. And since we have you here today, you could also be in the right position to speak about it.
Yes.
Some artists feel the structure, the National Theatre structure that has been here for over 50, 60 years.
Yes.
Is it going to be demolished, like some people are claiming?
I want to put it this one. And that talk, that narrative has been in the
out there.
And for me, I don't know how. And
it is like the third time in the space of around 7-10 years.
We have never, even as management, we've never thought of just even touching the structure. Because it is monumental. This structure is heritage. You cannot. Maybe if you are out of your senses.
Yes.
So what we have to do is that what we have requested actually, thank you for bringing it, is that when you are redeveloping, first to renovate. So we want this.
What is in place?
Also take a chance of part of the redevelopment that is coming in. Also, renovation is part of it, part of the package.
Yes.
That, of course, our structure is in a very old state. So we want to touch it give it a face value and renovate it. That's the only thing. I want to be categorically clear that the National Theatre is here to stay, and it will be here. Maybe if we're not here, but if we're still managers here, no one ever will touch National Theatre, and we don't have it even in our plans. The only plan that we can tell you is renovation. Because even you see, we need to have it to give it a touch.
Yeah,
so
a facelift.
A facelift. And so I want to dismiss and to distance myself from this kind of discussion, that of saying how do we come and we are the very managers that we have demolished the National Theatre. It's really...
So artists should be safe.
Should be safe. And I don't know, we want to be helped by you guys, the journalists. Take our message there, that it's not demolition, it is renovation, and it is redevelopment. Those things should be well contextualized, so people understand.
Well noted. So when the National Theatre, or UNCC, opened, it's on record, it opened 1959. At the time, the industry was not as structured as it is today. So today, the industries are divided into domains. And when we are talking about the mandate of UNCC as a body that handles the sector, you work closely with independent artists in their respective structures and their independent domains. As head of research and development, I believe your office directly handles these people at personal level, institutional level. How has it been having all these artists together? Do you have like a database? How is the system? How would you handle them if they are to get into the institution and have their issues managed?
When I came in, I created a mode of creating a database.
Yes.
Because I found out that you cannot serve the people you don't know.
Yes.
You must first of all have
identify
them. Or if he's Muzei Wanika, what does he do? What exactly his particulars? So I came up with that model of registration of artists. I did. And I tried my level best to create a database. We may call it a UNCC database. The artists that we work with, the artists that probably come to our spaces. So I have one I have created, and but the challenge is now this is the challenge that probably most artists, you know them very well. If you are doing registration, they ask you, what is the benefit of registration?
Yes.
First of all, they ask, I think that the question you're asking me, if I register, what is the benefit?
What is in there?
What is in there?
And maybe you answer that question now.
One, the question is that my UNCC part is that when I register you, first of all, you have accessibility to UNCC in your database. We know you, you know us.
Yes.
That we serve you better. That is number one. Number two, we put you on our website.
Yes.
Because the idea is we transfer into digital.
Yes.
That if a client comes and he wants Ankansime or Richard Twanje, I just tap on the platform. You get the details of the client. It's one way of marketing our clients. Put them on our database and probably push them out there that people may know what kind of artist,
where do you fall
in the categories of artists. The other aspect is also probably artists that we work with to advance waivers.
Yes.
And kind of
waiver is in terms of a person wants to book space, and hold the concert, or anything artistic.
Exactly. That's how you can understand when Patrick is in my database, he has worked with me before.
Yes.
It is easier to deal with that client because you have already
your member,
your client. So basically, other things we can discuss, but those are main key things that we are looking at. We've created, but we still have a challenge of artists probably not translating these kind of benefits.
Yes.
Some who are not coming to us to register with us are kind of looking at tangible benefit or something like that. But we call upon all artists who work with the theatre, who work with the creatives, that it is very important to enter into a database, to register,
of the structures
of a
that
structure, yes,
lead your
exactly.
sector.
Like right now, if Olympics come, we host one of big functions, and they ask you, get me 100 dancers.
They will come to you. You now need to
yes,
check your
I just
database.
go to the database. I say these are here, they are dancers.
And now the ones that didn't register
Exactly,
are probably
exactly.
the big names. They're like,
Exactly.
they didn't call us.
They didn't call us, and because we are looking at how we work with the government. Now the president is going to swear in.
Yes.
Then we say, bring a group that's going to perform at swearing in. I'm just saying. But if you had not registered with me, I can't go and say, hey, please, Talanta Uganda or the other group, come and do rehearsals, come and for COVID check.
You will also contact the planets
who have registered with you. Exactly.
Oh, interesting.
So those are kind of things we are looking at, that you come register, get into our database, so that we can now start.
Even if opportunities are to come,
yes,
you're
they find
given
you when you're
priority.
ready.
All right. So that gets me to the question now. For the very many artists out there that have not come through to register or be part of the database at UNCC, what is the step? How do they approach that in order to formalize and rectify that?
We have a form, registration form. We actually can upload it even on our website.
Yes.
That actually it is on our website also, that people should go there. Just tap in registration. Or you can even register online and then receive. But also important, our offices are open.
Yes.
Let them come to us, register with us, so that we get you into our database. It helps two parties.
Okay.
Us, the UNCC, but also as the artist. Because even most artists, move a lot, travel a lot. Recommendation.
Yes.
So they are putting us in a very funny situation that I want to recommend an artist A, but I've never seen you.
So you also can't recommend a person
yes,
who has not...
ED comes and asks Mark, have you had a conversation with this artist? Or are you familiar? But you struggle.
I've seen a couple of them looking for contacts when they want to visit us,
recommendations. So I am so and so. Now we have come to realize that UNCC now is very important in terms of recommendation. But why can't you come and subscribe and
you keep getting feedback around what's happening?
The moment it becomes, as I said, this artist is so and so, he has done this kind of work, he has been with us for 5 years, because it creates even confidence in who is going to recommend you and something like that. But most artists are taking it lightly, but at the 11th hour, you see them coming and they put you in a funny position to recommend them, because
yet you also need to work from within a framework.
Some of our artists have even disappeared.
Interesting. Still on the matter of some of our artists disappearing. When you talk about UNCC and the National Theatre, for a couple of years, for the older generation, they will tell you of the Christopher Sebaduka, Alex Mukulu, a couple of very many years ago, artists that, were in place when theatre was booming, the big thing. The big question today will be, and now in your capacity as a production head, are there engagements or products, theatre products or activities you've put in place to attract new audiences? Because the issue today is there are very many options.
Yeah.
And how do we now track young people so that we attract them back into the theatre spaces, the artistic space here, interest them with activities so that they can now grow into them and also attract fellow young people? Do you have some of those?
Yeah, thank you. I just even liked your theme of today, revitalizing the creatives.
Yes.
Breathing in the new energy and the new life to the arts.
Yes.
And coming up with programs that are good for. So one of them is that we host a jam session every Monday, and we have relaunched jam session.
Yes.
And one of them, it's a platform for young talented artists. We give them platform, we support them in terms of instrument and equipment, then we give them chance to showcase. And actually we are putting it there, we're trying to build it so that it can spill over into even the other programs that we have now. We're going to run the festival in November.
Yes.
Where that festival is one of the big platforms that we are creating for artists. That these young artists from the jam and other programs that we have put at the theatre, we now provide them. Now they showcase into the festival. And for me, the festival is more of saying our very own, the artists that we have, kind of over a period of time, try to mentor, try to build, so that they showcase what they all along there. And when we have this jam session, we provide them.
Yes.
We make sure we provide them. We have a group of the team that is trying to come up with. So it's their program. We have the festival that runs in November. We have a couple of programs at the theatre that we run. As the UNCC, also in my capacity as acting production manager, I'm looking for in-house productions.
Yes.
Because there are two layers at the theatre. We host productions, but also we need to create our own productions. So one of them is that these young groups of artists that we build from the jam and other, we want them now to do joint production with them.
Joint productions.
Yeah, so that they create production, we offer space for them, we support them, and they create their own production.
Okay.
Yes.
I've seen in that I think it was 2 years ago when Alex Mukulu returned after about close to 3 decades of not performing on the National Theatre stage. He returned and did I think it was a 1 month long production.
Yes.
And I think that was credible because it's now brought the young generation in play, but then also the older generation.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. We have come up with an idea of, we call it legend,
the legends of theatre.
The artists who have left the scene, who have left
who are no longer active,
that are more forgotten.
Active.
More forgotten. So we have created to bring them back into the theatre, and we have created. We have an association at the theatre where we have given them, we have supported them with rehearsals. So they go into every calendar year. They have productions. So, and with our support, joint production with us. We have legends here with us. We have Christopher Mtiba has come back. The Mkurus have come back. So we are bringing a very, I know these artists, when you leave them, some of them, and they go alone there, most time they in very
they also give up,
and but we have again given them hope that come back to the scene. The young meet the old.
Yes,
we want these young. No wonder some of our artists are not mentored. If they can see plays that were done those days, they can also
learn and incorporate some of those.
So we are trying to create a kind of a fusion of the old and young, and make sure that at least we get very good product at the end of the day. But the group is running, and I think in June they're having a production. The legends. So we're trying to create a couple
to work with both the young
and they appreciate.
Yes.
The moment someone sees Christopher Mchibi and he just tells them this is how production were done, how we used to do it, it helps them to shape up and kind of.
I've seen, because when you talk about bridging the gap between the older generation and the new generation, it would be best understood if there are spaces created, say like symposiums or how could I call them? Engagements, where both the young and the old can come together, and maybe a lead, let's say Alex Mukulu, or I don't know if it also happens with the jam session, where a key artist comes and just speaks to the audience of new artists.
Yes.
Are we having some of those programs happening?
You're very spot on that this jam session, we call them, for me, people call them headliners or big artists that we normally headline the
bring on board.
But now we have created a session before they go on stage. They have to do workshopping and have kind of orientation with our young team, and this is how we have managed.
Yes.
So to run our productions. So that conversation, we can call it workshopping. We have made sure that every week we have those kind of series of interaction interface, so that they engage with the the guest artists who would come, and that time Kenneth Mugabe, who is one of our very own, who started on the jam, and now Kenneth Mugabe.
Been told he was also a product of the jam session.
He was, and he still actually comes around to support the jam, and he had a very good conversation last time with the team, and then they were happy young people to have that kind of talk with him. They were extremely happy, and yeah, I think what you're saying is like we will have to shape up and have those kind of workshops and seminars that will help young people to learn and understand how things are done. No wonder, I'm not saying we see songs now coming up, and people say, hey, that it's not kind of the songs we expect we deserve better. We deserve better. I think this conversation, I think, are going to shape up and help our young people to understand how things are done better.
Okay, interesting. Still on the jam session, you see, the jam session has evolved. I was reading about it. I had a conversation with Sewanyana of the Afrigo Band, who was one of the initiators from 1989.
Moses Matovu.
Moses Matovu. So he was telling me for them they started from an upper room, one of the office spaces at the theatre. These are about 35 years plus ago. And today, I believe jam session has evolved. So to just speak from you, when does the jam session, because I think Sewanyana was also telling me it happened different days or something. So to get it right, when does the jam session happen? When does it start in terms of time? What particular space at the theatre does it happen? Who is eligible to come and take part? How much do they pay? What time does it probably end? If a person wants to come and showcase, what is the process? Yeah.
Okay, the jam is an open. We have we start at 6.
Which days of the week?
That is Monday. Every week, every Monday, we normally have Monday jam session, and they start at 6, and it's open to the public. It's open to the public, especially our primary the artists, young artists. We create space for them. We provide instrument for them, and they jam. It's a freestyle kind of jam. We allow them to do whatever they do, but they express themselves. We want to express themselves, to come on the jam and express themselves. The other thing is that we have made sure that we have a team of our who run the jam, who normally host them, and they record whenever they come. They record. They have a kind of procedure, record them and screen them, and we give them space. There's no any there's no any like bureaucracy or what.
Bureaucracy.
People come.
So it's come and hand everything there. If you want to perform,
and get the register. Yes, get on stage. We have really, and the jam to be on record. This jam, if you can follow it, it has really created it has made so many artists. When these chameleons started on the jam, so many artists have used the jam. So basically, the story of the jam is a big story.
Okay.
That it really supports the artists.
Okay. When you started, you said artist stories ask what's in there for them, and you hinted on it. I want you to now make much more sense of it.
Yeah.
That the best people that come and showcase on the jam, they are given opportunity at a later stage.
Yes.
What is that like? How do you identify them? What is the exact opportunity, and what event is it when they are called upon?
The idea of the jam is showcasing, is giving space and platform for a young artist. But while we are showcasing, we are identifying also talent.
Yes.
Because jam brings everyone. So when we identify as the UNCC with our team, our adjudicators, what they do, they sit back and start profiling these young artists. Oh, so and so, so and so. So we create a database also for them and profile them. So at the end of the day, now, we create productions for them. As I've told you that we're going, like May 21st, we have World Culture Day, where their performance. And we intend those very people, we have profile, we want them to showcase.
Because now this will be a broader,
audience to celebrate art and culture. Then when it comes to festival, these are the very people who are going to give us opportunity
to perform
in the festival, because we have seen them, we have seen the. So it's a kind of process that we're trying to build at the end of the day, create more bigger space, bigger platform for them, and bigger so that they can grow and can be identified. And we have seen also during the jam, many people come and just start identifying talents. If you're good, exactly. If you're a good instrumentalist, someone who's, oh, this is. So at the end of the day, people get gigs, people get projects, signed projects. So the jam is a breeding space for very many opportunities. It's a springboard. It's a springboard for people then to the next level.
To prosper. You've talked highly of the festival. If you could just tell us more about which kind of festival is this?
The festival happens in the first week of November.
It's called the
Annual Art and Culture Festival.
Annual Arts and Culture Festival.
The objective is also to celebrate art and culture. But also, as you rightly said, that we are Kampala based. So we are trying to move to the regions.
Yes.
This festival, we do audition in the regions and identify talents in the regions. And each region sends
a representative,
the best group that has gone through so we bring them at the center. So we do part of culture, that is cultural performances, but also do mainstream. And mainstream are these young artists I've told you that we have, with time we have been building. These are the people. We have Power Rhythm that probably also do training. We have kind of
the concept of a festival is it has to be an all-round. Yes, being an arts and culture. Yeah,
it has.
Do I get to see people doing exhibitions?
Exactly.
Symposiums,
I was coming to that.
I
was trying to tell you that this bit of art of cultural performances, which is from the regions, and now also we have mainstream of our young artists that we have really
built
through our normal programming. So we also have what you call exhibitions. Exhibitions, we have Normal Gallery, which is part of our project. So we also have other exhibitors, Nakau, and we also call upon other exhibitors to come and exhibit, but also have symposium, where now it goes to what we are doing right now. This is awareness, a conversation. So we take it to now discussing about the arts, about business. So one of the things that we need to single out is art is becoming a business now.
Okay.
So it's no longer those days where it is passion and talent. Yeah, talent. But now you have to bring food on the table at the end of the day. So we have to bring in some economics, we have to bring some opportunities and business sense, so that our young artists who are doing art understand that art is not only to perform, but also can be turned into cash and run and sustain yourself. So those are the simple, but also workshops, as you said. These workshops we have been talking about, that alongside we should also conduct workshops. We have now copyright that is going on. We have to also
give room for those conversations.
Script writing, so many workshops that probably we also do alongside other activities.
All right, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still continuing with this conversation. I'm right here with Mr. Mark Maso. He's the head of research and development here at the Uganda National Cultural Centre, National Theatre, but also is sitting in as currently head of production. So we are discussing matters, National Theatre, and part of the projects and activities that happen here, and the structures, some of the ideas that the theatre as an institution has in regards to taking matters, arts and culture ahead. So next again is theatre. They say there is no man is an island. And I believe theatre has strategic partnerships. One of those that I've seen over the years, I think from back in the day, was a partnership with the French Embassy, and a couple of projects, originated from that. Lately, I was part of the engagements during the World Theatre Day celebrations. And I saw a couple of partners from CMOs, UPRS, UFMI, Euro. And I think important to note was one with the International Theatre Institute, and which birthed now the main Theatre Day celebrations that happened.
Yeah.
We had the awards, the Theatre Excellence Awards, which were a result of that partnership. I want you to speak about some of the ongoing partnerships the institution has with people and the activities you're running with these partners.
Yeah, thank you for that. I think one of the things that we have realized at the theatre, that partnership is the way to go. You can't run the theatre alone. You have to run theatre. One of the key, the primary partners are artists.
Individual artists.
We also have resident artists.
Yes.
Where you know that you rely on every week. They give you a production.
Yes.
Every month they give you a production. So we have a couple of them that we call them resident artists. That these are number that really we interact on a day-to-day, and they are
chances are even if a person bumped at theatre, they could
schools. So funny thing that these schools come to tour and they say, I want a piece, I want a drama piece.
Yes.
Our resident, they
are there to help and do
create it, and
something
on stage it is. So they are, for me, I call them primary partners.
Yes.
Because they are with us. They have run the theatre, and you know, a theatre to run every day, you have productions.
Exactly.
It's not an easy thing. So it's one of them. By other partners, we have embassies. We have worked with embassies. The French embassy has been supporting in terms of equipment,
yes,
in terms of running workshops with us. Last year they were very pivotal in terms of running these workshops with us, and equipment that we use.
I think also culture exchange. They have done classes here. French classes.
ITI has one.
ITI is International Theatre Institute.
Yes, yes, it has really come out very well. We've been having the kind of partnership, but this time around, this year, they came up with an idea of awarding.
Yes.
Which are really, the theatre, it has been really a very missing element in terms of, you would hear that musicians are awarded, and now I'm just talking to the theatre space,
stage actors.
So I see it is a very good innovation that has come. We want to thank the team, Uganda and her team, that came up with the idea of awarding our theatre. So it came out, and actually we were behind, we were part of the team that worked with them, but they were running it. They were actually the lead in terms of. So we have French embassy, we have the Nigerian embassy. Last time supported the Nigerian embassy, supported the visual.
Yes.
Where it was an interesting thing, where you find that you paint
an art piece
of a Nigerian, and also
the Nigerian paints a
Ugandan. Yes,
it was an exchange.
It was an exchange thing.
Program.
Thing, and talk about probably there. So it was, you see, Uganda would describe, it was more of like engagement and partnership. So it came out and they sponsored. So a couple of embassies, American embassy.
I think Norwegian embassy did something last year.
Yes.
Harmony Against Harm.
Yes.
I attended that
Australia has also supported us in terms of culture, in terms of programs. So we have a couple of programs. So we also, by the way, other theaters like La Bonita, like Batu Valley. We are not UNCC. Anything that anyone, any theater or any group that does art, they are all partners.
Yes.
They are not like
the competitors.
No,
because this is the mother.
This is the mother of other things.
Yes.
We can't compete with them. They are partners. So in the industry, we have a couple of partners. When we establish more, Makerere University is one of the key things. We're also introducing other universities like St. Lawrence University. So we're trying to expand and kind of, the other thing is Victoria University. The other thing I've not told you, the team that runs, the band that runs Jamshi comes from Victoria.
Victoria University.
Victoria University, a young group of artists who have come together, and you just it's so amazing that they don't look at money but support the arts, and we have a strong partnership with Victoria University. So for me, the partnership are coming on board, but we need more partners.
And you're doing a couple of things.
Yeah.
All right. The National Theatre as a structure houses some other bodies within the structures of the sector.
Yeah.
I've seen the National Culture Forum, UFMI, is a CMO for filmmakers. I've seen Euro also is now at
Euro
the
is with us.
theater. The other is UPRS, the Bit Distant.
Yeah.
If you could just make sense around how UNCC works with the CMOs,
Yeah.
because today, one of the hot topics, the hot cakes in the industry is the
Yes.
copyright. Now, the copyright law serves different artists,
Yeah.
and the CMOs are very pertinent and key
Yes.
in ensuring the artists, because copyright is about remuneration, people earning from their craft.
Exactly, yeah.
So you're, as a structure, as an institution, you're housing all these CMOs here.
Yeah.
How is your arrangement? Are we seeing theatre also getting some money from these CMOs? How is it that they are all being housed by the theatre?
You know, by going back to our mandate.
Yes.
Our mandate gives us, we say that house, you have to accommodate this kind of different domains of art and organization. So for us, we are on our mandate. We have done a couple of MOUs with this kind of. We have an MOU with UPRS in terms of providing space for them. We have an MOU with UFMI.
Yes.
Yeah, a body that runs the film sector. We also have Euro that runs the literary works. But also we have a couple of them, and one also Parwood. Parwood, we have had a very good partnership. Film club, a film club that runs. We're creating, by the way, one of the things that probably I need to interest you in is that when we came in, we found a lot of performing musical and theatricals.
Yes.
But
more theatre.
Yeah, more theatre. Film was a sleeping giant, I can't say, because it's one of the big
it's a hot cake
big domain. But so when we came up on board and started realizing and started having conversation with kind of film club, Parwood, and we realized that we need to bring up film also to the same footing.
Artists now feel that theatre is over supporting film.
So for me, I'm very excited that I've seen lots of kind of steps being taken in terms of film, and we have, and the other thing is that we've made sure, and I want to announce it, because if we don't announce these things, people don't say them. We give people waivers. We've made sure that every Tuesday of the month, every Tuesday, every week, we host a conversation about film under film club.
Yes.
No payment. Provide space for them. They have a conversation about film. That is one. We also said, when it comes to film, we treat it differently.
Yes.
We are, because we know most time film, they don't make a lot of money. In terms
unlike the
cost of production. Cost of production are high. We said we have a discussion of waivers.
Yes.
Have waivers. At least when we have a film, we must have a consideration of waiving off money. So UNCC has had a very good kind of a good eye in terms of how to promote this kind of, and also bring them on board. But these things, when you find, when you go into other spaces, you hear they have not supported us. They don't come out to like how the support we are giving. We also give one of the second Tuesday of the month. I need to be corrected. We make sure that film they do screening for free.
Yeah, the screening.
The screening for free.
In the theatre.
The theatre, yeah. So these kind of things we need to outside there, the filmmakers to know, and other practitioners to know that UNCC supports kind of these things. So because when people you hear, people say, we fear this is uptown. Uptown. I don't come to this. They say that we are very expensive. I ask.
So you urge them to come.
I urge them to have a conversation with us and actually join this kind of groups that we are talking about. Because if you want to benefit, if I have a partnership with Parwood,
yes,
and you come through Parwood, it becomes easier for me
because you already have a broader
because there is a
understanding.
kind of understanding that we have with them. If there's with Film Club or the other institution, it is very easy for you to have a safe landing. Because when you come as a stranger and that conversation, we have never seen you, as we've said, you're not in our database, you've not registered with us, it becomes very hard for us to get to understand you better. But I want people to join these kind of groups, so that you come up and we have a conversation about it to promote kind of to give you waivers, and you're part of UNCC. All
right, thank you so much, Mr. Mark. I believe doing your work as an institution comes with a bit of challenges. And sometimes it limits your service delivery, and maybe the public sometimes might not look at that side. They might look at a few of the shortcomings here and there.
People know that we have money.
People, if you could just point, that's one of them. People are like, why is theatre not doing this? Why is theatre not doing this? So what are some of those limitations and challenges?
So one of the limitations we want to tell you, as you said, is funding. Our mandate gives us to support artists.
Yes.
To support them, to nurture them. But you see, you are limited in terms of funding, in terms of how do you support them. People have good projects.
Yes.
You read through a project, you say, oh, wow, this is a very nice project. But your hands are what? Are tied. You only also survive in terms of utilities and everything. So we are looking at funding, one of the key limitation in terms of the theatre. But also the other thing is just that we also need to bring back our artists. We found when the artists had left the theatre. And one of the things, let me tell you, you cannot run the theatre without artists.
Yeah, because this is their home.
Artists and the theatre are synonymous.
Yes.
They are inseparable.
The difference is the similarity.
Yes. Sometimes I'll be joking with some of the artists. They say, this is our home, this is our what? But I said, your home, you have not produced for the last 7 years. Are you a dormant?
Even when you produce, you go to the Kampala Serena.
I asked them, this is the question I asked them. They said, this is our home, just thumping. This is our home, we have been here for. I said, you have not produced for 7 years. Are you a dormant volcano that erupted once and will never erupt again? Because the theatre is constant production.
Yes.
Because ideally, we are like in the theatres, they tell you, we have to create every time to work.
Theatre is always
the moment we pull out, because this is what we found out. Artists pulled out.
Yes.
And the theatre struggled. Because ideally, theatre had no pillars.
Yes.
Because for me, as a production manager, when I don't have artists, I don't run the theatre.
Exactly.
I manage art.
You work around artists to produce a product.
But when we found out, when artists had withdrawn, and actually it was like, may I call it a protest or something of the sort, and the theatre was injured. So what we want, the limitation is that if artists can come back and embrace the theatre, can have productions, can run the theatre, can come and negotiate waivers and have projects, the theatre will boom.
Will thrive.
Will thrive and have kind of thing. So the limitation is that we want to see those big production coming at the theatre. We want to see
like Alex Mukuru returned.
You ran the turn of Alex Mukuru. We want to see big kind of production. When we want to premiere big films where you come at the theatre, it's like Serena.
Yeah.
And me, I want to see that.
And Kansime did that a few weeks
ago.
A
few weeks ago. And the idea we never see, so wow, how the theatre was very nice, was busy. I want to see the theatre being busy every day.
But for that to happen, artists need to
come. They need to come back and embrace the theatre. And one of the things is just to have this conversation. What is the issue? The theatre is not like any other making money. It's about how do we support our artists and make sure that. So those are kind of artists. We also have prime land.
Yes.
As I've told you, we have a prime land. But
theatre is in between the national broadcaster, UBC, the parliament.
But you ask, why is it that the land is not developed? And you tell me that the land is there in front of Parliament.
UBC Kingdom Kampala.
You imagine having a stop center for the art here.
Yeah,
one stop. And you have here artists who come from out when an artist sleeps, Selena, if he's an artist and we have spaces here where you can accommodate them, a 5-star kind of space.
Yes.
Where when you want to watch a show, you can catch up with coffee in a very good restaurant. That is money that we are missing as the arts.
Okay, so that is part of the program.
That's the part of the development. I'm telling you, the cultural stop center.
One-stop center.
They want to create here to make sure that everything remains here.
Okay. If an artist lands, let me say from Sweden.
Exactly.
They come here, they
can sleep.
They can perform.
Yes.
They can meet people.
You can meet people when we have festivals.
Network.
When we have festivals, we can make money. We can make money out of
have podcast spaces
exactly like this. If we have this, if we create spaces for this, that is publicity.
Exactly.
For the
theater having its own spaces.
Its own spaces and can run its own affairs. So for me, I call those limitations that if we do not have such spaces, a guy can come here and tell you, I've come to watch a show. And he goes, where is the place? Where can I have a couple? Where can I have lunch? And I can have this and that. I'm not saying that
before as I wait for 8 p.m. or 7 p.m.
You've traveled. You have traveled. There's no any theater that does not have this kind of
a variety
of spaces where people can wait and
exactly.
Yeah. So we still have those kind of challenges, but I wish as we go on, I'm seeing some very good
the future is
plans. The plans to develop and plan better. So yeah, for me those are kind of many. There are many, but
challenges.
Some challenges, but those are kind of things that I see. Create productions here. And investing in the arts, because the idea is there's a guy who brings a very good production, but he cannot run rehearsals.
Exactly.
He has no money to run rehearsals
at the level they
should be. Yes. To run a good production, you must have a 1-month rehearsal period. But someone because of money says, give me 2 days, 3 days. What kind of production?
Of course, yeah. And true.
So it affects in one way or the other, the capacity, everything. So yeah, I think for me, I still have hopes.
All right. As we come to the tail end, you talked about partnerships and people coming on board. I believe there are quite a number of people who are fans of art, and they even frequent this space sometimes for shows, and they are willing to extend support. Some could be in other corporate entities, some could be in corporate companies, maybe telecoms, breweries, or even independent artists that are not directly within the structure. The sector is also growing. There are new forms of artists. I believe you've heard what they call content creators, podcasters, new forms of art that are willing to support. Is there a platform maybe where they can come and they tap into the structures of the theater and support? Maybe a body that maybe we can call them maybe friends of theater or comrades of theater or people where they can come. It's a body and they associate in there and they extend support where needed.
Yeah, I think for us, I have told you, if I can go back to what I've told you, I said that the theater cannot live without artists. And I've tried my level best to do engagement with artists. And one is just create, I called it, as you said, we called it Friends of Theater.
Friends of Theater.
And the objective is that these are artists who want to run projects with the theater.
With the theater, in collaboration.
In collaboration. You run theater project, kind of, if there's a project comes in, if there's kind of that you are. So we're creating a kind of a group of partners who can run projects with the theater, who can really scan through and say, oh, this one is coming, how do we engage? One of the things that has been hitting us is lack of engagement.
Yes.
You see, when we had that kind of challenges with artists and management had, I don't know why, some reason they took confrontational kind of model.
Yes.
When management comes into, there is also artists have to kind of bring in a negative. But so we're trying to create that kind of synergy, partnership, and right energy to make sure to run projects. And for me, it is going very well. And the theater, the jam session, part of who are running now jam session, the friends of theater, coming up with new energy to support. That's engagement is one of the key things that if we want to survive or to run the theater very well, we have to engage stakeholders and make sure that they are part of the running of the affairs of the theater.
Of the institution. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Mark. As we finalize, I want you to tell us some of the key activities or days that are going to be celebrated here, big on the arts calendar, in the near future, all through the year, some of those key highlight events.
I can tell you that one, I've already told you that every Monday we run jam session. Jam session is our key product of to create space.
It's a routine activity
every Monday that happens every Monday. It's one to support our young artists, to give them platform to run, to make sure that they are known by the public. They are known by, and the good thing, some of them are being given opportunities elsewhere. So it is working for us. So the other one is we also have resident groups that we have signed. We run Fun Factory every Thursday.
So tonight, Fun Factory is
tonight. Come and support. Come and shed off stress. It's one of the very well celebrated
theater group.
It's one outstanding that they have stood together for a couple of times.
Over 2 decades.
And they are running very well. So come and support. That is also. But also we have classes. We have dance studio. People, what they don't know is that we have a part of the dance domain where we do classes, dance classes, and we have
Tuesdays
dance studio
and Thursdays.
Tuesday and Thursdays, and probably the weekends also. So we also run those classes, and also probably if you want to pass by and
shake off the stress.
So we have a couple of running. We host theatrical production starting from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every week, sometimes we host a couple of other production that are hosted coming from out. But also the other highlight I want to give as I leave is the festival in November. I want us, the public and the art lovers, to be part in the festival. Because the festival is a platform for art lovers to come and showcase. Because it cuts across, we have all domains. We have visual, we have exhibition, we have dance, film will be there, everything will be there. So it is one way of bringing all different forms of art to come together and celebrate.
So all artists can be on this channel. Inclusive.
It is very inclusive, and I want to take this opportunity that I will be coming here again to just keep on highlighting these kind of things, especially if I know you have supported us in terms of highlighting these kind of issues. But I think I want to be a regular person here. And be part of the team that amplify these kind of events. Amplify kind of events so that the public can know what we are doing. I think one of the things that it's very good that we're having these platforms, that we're having very good productions and everything, but you cover them, they are not seen. They are not
so with a space like this, they can be given much more light.
So if there is an issue that is coming very I can come here and shed some light, and I'm happy that you have given me this conversation. And I'm happy for the team that is putting this together. This is love for art. You can't pay. Can't pay this.
All right. Thank you so much. This is Mr. Mark Maso. We are coming to the tail end of the conversation. He's head of research and development, and also currently heads the production team. I want to shout out to the people that have been watching us live. A couple of comments coming in here. I have Mr. Matovu. Isma says, nice to be on the show. I have Julius Kauchi, who says, it's so nice hearing from Mr. Mark. I cross paths with him at the theater once in a while. Soon I will say hi. That's Mr. Kauchi. I think he has met you here a few times. I have Irene Namata, who says, Banange, tusaba World Bank ekkirize etuwe ssente ezo mu butuufu theater yaffe ekule I think Namata was at the other particular segment where you talked of the support coming from World Bank to redevelop. I have Sumaya Nabagara saying, I think abadde commenting where you talked about jam session. Mutuletereko ku Moses Matovu n'omwana w'ensenene Sewanyano wa Frigo Band. Kyesitegedde oba tubaleete wano ku podcast oba wali mu workshop eya jam session. Ekyo ndowooza nja kikulekera. Simanya arrangement gye muyina, if you could talk about the arrangement of mubafuna butya.
I think we have a team that they do a kind of they are informed by such feedback. We get to know, and actually the system we are using now, we ask the public, the artists that we can host. Now I think I've taken that coming to our next meeting we shall you
have a conversation. A couple of comments coming in here. Njasembyamu ono bamuyise ntale N agambye oba lwaki ensanyuse osanyuse ndowooza olw'okuba olabye mwami Matsiko wano. All right, thank you so much Mr. Mark for coming through, and it's been nice hearing that you would love to be coming here more often so that you shed more light around what's happening with the institution, what's coming through, what plans are you having for us as artists and for the entire creative ecosystem. So ndowooza maybe buli week oba buli mwezi we shall single out today or you shed much more light.
I'm ready to keep on having
these conversations. Thanks so much for coming through today, and to our viewers, thank you so much for catching us. We shall be going live with very many other broadcasts today, tomorrow, all through. We are live always from Monday to Friday. My name is Patrick Sento, and I've been with Mr. Mark Maso. Till then.